Okay, so I'm gonna first describe the game, then we're gonna do like one tiny little example, and then we're gonna sort of do it for real, okay? So this is called the ball point game. So you get points for moving the ball around, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split up into 3 rooms. There are gonna be about 4 or 5 people in each room, okay? If you need to create another icon for a person, you can do that, okay? And so each person is gonna go into each team, each Zoom room is gonna go into one of these frames. You're gonna pick an icon. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna select a team name and write it in the center of the table. And then each person is gonna select an icon, create a new icon if you need one, okay? And in the very first round, okay, what we're going to do is we're just gonna pass one ball around, okay? And every time you pass the ball all the way around, you get 1 point, okay? That's the game, okay? Now, you're gonna have 3 minutes for a sprint. In the first minute, you enter the expected number of points. So you'll go up here, since this is sprint 1, you'll enter the expected number of points, okay? That's one thing you'll do. And then you're gonna discuss your approach, right? How are you gonna maximize the number of points, right, going around? Okay, and when you pass the ball, the rule is that every team member has to touch the ball with the mouse and with their icon, right? So like the mouse would pick it up, would grab it, and then would pass it over to the frog. It has to touch the frog. Frog picks it up, gives it to the dog, gives it to the rabbit, and then gives it back to the mouse. Now everyone has touched it at least once, and so you get 1 point. Okay, that's how the game is played. Okay, and so that's what we'll do for the first sprint. Just one ball, write down your expected, actually execute in the next minute. Okay, and then in the final minute, you write down the actual number of points and you discuss what you learned. Okay? So, and I will send out sort of messages using Zoom saying, you know, start minute 1, start minute 2, start minute 3. Okay? Any questions about what we're doing? Okay, so I'm gonna split you into 3 different rooms. You're gonna grab one of the frames, and then you're gonna do this first little piece, and then we're gonna start the sprints. So I'm gonna split you up into rooms. Oh. Okay. All right, you're ready to go off into rooms and you'll have to accept. Okay, so now we're gonna do this again, but you can use as many balls as you want. So you can have multiple balls going around at the same time, okay? And you're gonna, again, start off by estimating, indicating how many you expect, then you're gonna actually run it, right? And then you're gonna talk about, you know, the difference between expected and actual and how you can improve last time. You are allowed to move around your icons to be as efficient as possible in your operating model, but keep in mind that you need to have airtime, okay? So airtime means that the ball has to not be touching an icon, right? As it's going from one icon to the other, right? So there needs to be like some space where the ball is not touching any icons, right? So if it's going from frog to dog, you know, the frog passes it to the dog, and somewhere in between there, the ball is not touching either frog or dog, okay? Is that clear? Any questions or comments before we do it? Okay, we're gonna go back into our rooms.